Have you ever felt goosebumps without knowing why? Maybe during a song or in the middle of a conversation, you felt a shiver run down your spine, and you couldn't quite figure out what was happening. Well, you're not alone. These goosebumps might carry much deeper meanings than we realize. Today, let's dive into what they might reveal spiritually and how you can better understand these signs. We've all experienced goosebumps at some point in life, whether during moments of intense emotion, fear, or even just from feeling cold. Goosebumps are a common physical reaction triggered by the nervous system in response to certain stimuli. When we hear a piece of music that deeply touches our soul, listen to words that resonate with us, or engage in emotionally involving activities, this physical response can be triggered. However, this experience often goes beyond what we notice on the surface. Goosebumps might be the body's way of signaling that we are emotionally connected to something significant. It's a visceral response reflecting our sensitivity to events that deeply impact us, such as a profound conversation or a meaningful memory. Beyond being a simple bodily response, goosebumps can be understood as a physical manifestation of a deeper connection with something greater. It's as if our body is reacting to what our soul has already recognized as important or true. In these moments, goosebumps can act as an inner alert, reminding us to pay attention to what's happening around us and within ourselves. But what about when these goosebumps appear for no apparent reason? There's no moving music, no impactful words, and no change in temperature to explain what's going on. Yet the goosebumps arise. In these cases, we might begin to consider a spiritual explanation. The world around us isn't just physical. There are energetic and spiritual dimensions influencing us all the time, even if we're not consciously aware of them. The energies that surround us, the environments we move through, and the people we interact with can all deeply impact how we feel. When we experience an unexplained shiver, it might be our body responding to these invisible energetic influences. It's like our energy field is reacting to a change in the environment, or the presence of a subtle energy trying to communicate with us. Imagine walking down the street and suddenly feeling a shiver as you pass by a seemingly normal place. Nothing physically noticeable justifies that sensation, but the goosebumps come. This could be a sign that the location holds dense energy, perhaps linked to intense emotional events or even a negative presence. In these moments, our subtle senses pick up on information that our logical mind can't easily explain. Goosebumps can also occur during moments of deep spiritual connection, such as during prayer, meditation, practices that raise our energy and put us in alignment with higher dimension. Many people report feeling goosebumps when they are immersed in moments of faith or contemplation, especially when they sense the presence of something greater, such as spiritual guides, angels, protective energies. In these instances, goosebumps can be seen as a positive sign that we are in tune with elevated energies. When our soul is open and receptive, our body responds physically to these subtle frequencies, showing that we are aligned with something beyond the material world. The feeling of warmth in the chest, which often accompanies goosebumps in these moments, is another indicator of this profound connection. These spiritual goosebumps are often accompanied by a sense of peace, protection, and love. When this happens, it feels as if we are being touched by a divine presence or a force of light. These moments can be deeply transformative, reminding us that we are not alone and that something greater is guiding and caring for us on our spiritual journey. Have you ever noticed how certain moments in life touch us so deeply that we feel goosebumps? Could be a piece of music that stirs strong emotions, an inspiring scene in a movie, or even a phrase someone says that resonates directly with what we're going through. These moments of emotional impact create a resonance within us, and goosebumps are the physical response to that harmony between what's happening outside and what we feel inside. When we are engaged in something we love, whether it's a creative activity, inspiring conversation, or even just admiring nature, goosebumps might appear as a way of expressing that harmony between body, mind, and spirit. They remind us that we are connected to something greater, and that, in that moment, we are in tune with our inner truth. These emotional goosebumps aren't just a fleeting reaction. They connect us to what is true and authentic for us. They show us that we're on the right path, aligned with our essence. It's a way for our body to confirm that what we're experiencing or hearing holds special and deep meaning for our personal and spiritual journey. While many goosebumps are signs of positive moments of connection or inspiration, not all of them carry the same energy. Sometimes goosebumps can be a warning sign, especially when they arise in environments filled with negative energy or around people who emit low-frequency vibration. In these cases, goosebumps might be the body's way of warning us that something around us is out of harmony. If you feel goosebumps in a heavy environment, such as a place filled with tension, conflicts, or accumulated negative emotions, it may be a sign that there is dense or unbalanced energy in that space. In this context, goosebumps can be a protective reaction, alerting us to step away or take measures to protect ourselves spiritually, such as saying a prayer or visualizing light and protection. Goosebumps are much more than automatic reactions of the body. They represent a deep connection between our physical being and our spiritual dimension, bridged between the visible and invisible. When we experience goosebumps, our body is picking up on something that goes beyond what our eyes can see and ears can hear, whether during moments of intense emotion, inspiration, or even as a warning. Goosebumps offer us clues about what is happening on subtler levels, connecting us with the spiritual world and energies that we may not always fully comprehend. These sensations shouldn't be ignored, as they often serve as guides, showing us the way forward, protecting us from negative influences, or leading us to a greater connection with the divine. By paying attention to these signals, we can become more aware of what is happening around and within us. This heightened perception can help us better understand the situations we encounter, people we interact with, and the places we pass through, guiding us to act in a way that is more aligned with our inner truth and spiritual purpose. So, the next time you feel goosebumps, try to reflect on what they might be telling you. It could be a moment of connection with a higher power, confirmation that you're on the right path, or even a warning to protect yourself from unwanted energies. If you've experienced these moments, whether during prayer, listening to music that moved you deeply, or passing through a place that made you feel something different, share your experience in the comments. Your story might help others understand their own spiritual sensations and experience. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Inner Clarity for more content that explores spirituality, self-discovery, and expanded awareness. Together, we can learn more about how the spiritual world influences our lives and how we can live in a more connected and conscious way. Thank you for being a part of this journey, and see you soon.